Bug, but it's going to be a war of attrition. Horses, jockeys, probably commentators as well. Good luck, Simon.
Yes, Le Cabro d'Or leads them to the first of 24 fences. Lands safely. Usually gets a lot of thrills and spills in this race. Looks like Hidalgo de Guy made a mistake at the first. Up with the pace, Unlimited Free, and Happy Hussar is prominent as well over the second. Fasgo made a mistake. Towards the back is the grey Oabol Dixie, and also Rith Dubh held up on the inside rail in the very early stages as they race towards the third. Le Cabro d'Or, Unlimited Free with Happy Hussar, Mr. Big Time on the inside, very handy in these early stages, with Majestic Approach out wide, then Forest Fountain and Manx Magic. Then Tapping Tam as they make the bottom left-hand turn. Faz goes just in behind the leading group with Black Optimist, Gar Hill on the inside. Haute Cersei, also the white face, in about midfield at this stage as they turn towards the next line of fences, back towards the grandstand. And leading towards it is Le Cabro d'Or and Mr. Big Time. As they take this, Mr. Big Time makes a mistake there. They seem to land safely again. Happy Hussar on the outside. Timbera is very handy now in the green and white hoop jacket. Manx Magic just in behind them with Unlimited Free. And then Majestic Approach on the wide outside. Followed by Gar Hill over on the inside of Fasgo, and then Billy the Snake is not too far away. Tapping Tam, likewise Black Optimist, and then Haute Cersei and Forest Fountain as they make the long run towards the next plain fence. Looking amongst the tail enders, Dashing Buck's already under pressure. It'll seem a long way home for him. Silver Steel and Lamere Tower, and also Obidar at the back without Hidalgo de Guy. Or Dixie ridden patiently in these very early stages still. As they jump the next, they've got two circuits in front of them. Towards the rear, River Bug and Clonard Prince is last of all. As they turn in front of the stands, uphill to the next, and it's in front Le Cabro d'Or from Happy Hussar and Timbera, Manx Magic and Unlimited Free. Then Black Optimist and Mr. Big Time on the inside, followed by Majestic Approach and Billy the Snake, and then Gar Hill up the inner. Tapping Tam is next. Family Business is in the leading dozen, then Fasgo, followed by Haute Cersei about 14th, and then Native Buck on the inside. Rith Dubh quietly ridden round the inner, then Forest Fountain, and then behind Forest Fountain is Silver Steel as they jump the first in the back straight. Rockbuster towards the back, Oabol Dixie and Obadiah as they continue on towards the next, River Bug. Next is the water jump. As they draw to it, Le Cabro d'Or, the first to take off from Unlimited Free there. Most of the others are safely over. Manx Magic in third, Timbera on the inside, then Black Optimist and Billy the Snake out wider. Next is Fasgo and Mr. Big Time as they jump the next and open ditch at which Manx Magic blundered. Towards the back, Rockbuster as they race towards the next plain fence. Le Cabro d'Or, Unlimited Free, Timbera, Mr. Big Time, Manx Magic as they take it. Billy the Snake just in behind these as they now approach a left-hand turn towards the next open ditch. Still racing slightly uphill towards this one, just in behind the leading group, Haute Cersei still with Family Business and Tapping Tam and Gar Hill approaching this ditch. Le Cabro d'Or jumping soundly from Mr. Big Time and Timbera, and they jump that difficult fence in good style, these amateur-ridden chasers, as they make the top turn, the top of the hill. Still well over a circuit to go, remember. Le Cabro d'Or, Mr. Big Time, Timbera, Manx Magic, then Unlimited Free, Black Optimist, and Billy the Snake and Fasgo on the inside now is not far behind these from Family Business. Mr. Big Time went off the 6-to-1 favourite and is right there on the right-hand side, disputing the running in the blue jacket with the pink star. Just looking beyond the leaders, Oabol Dixie, the grey, is getting a bit closer. Rith Dubh on the right of frame in the headgear, JP McManus's colours as they jump the next plain fence. And again, the jumping pretty sound. Rockbuster's getting pretty remote, so too Obadiah and Clonard Prince and Forest Fountain being pulled up onto the next plain fence. And Le Cabrador still the first to rise once again from Billy the Snake in the black and yellow jacket on the outside. Back on the inside, Mr. Big Time with Unlimited Free in the blue and pink, then Timbera. And then these are followed by Manx Magic into about 6th place, followed next by Black Optimist. Behind Black Optimist, Family Business and Fazgo. Haute Cersei is going quite readily in about 10th place as they jump the plain fence, which will be their last next time. Behind Haute Cersei was Fazgo, then Rith Dubh. And after Rith Dubh is Happy Hussar and Native Buck, and then Lammere Tower. Tapping Tam has lost places, then Bowl Dixie and Silver Steel, a gap to Majestic Approach, followed by River Bug, and then a big break to Gar Hill and Brockbuster, and tailing right off Clonard Prince, and also Hidalgo de Guy, who looks like being pulled up before this next plain fence, and has been pulled up, and Obadiah has also been pulled up. And Dashing Buck has also been pulled up. They run down the back straight for the final time, and Mr. Big Time leads the way now from Manx Magic on the outside, and then Billy the Snake and Timbera as they jump. The early leader, Le Cabrador, has dropped back sharply and looks like being pulled up, faded very quickly indeed. They continue on to the water. Manx Magic going well under Ashley Farrant on the outside. Mr. Big Time is right there as well. And then behind these is Billy the Snake. And then on towards the next, Manx Magic from Black Optimist, Mr. Big Time. And Billy the Snake up the inside of this next open ditch. Lamere Tower trying to get into the race but made a mistake. Rith Dubh making steady headway on the inside but needs to be very carefully ridden. Doesn't like to be hit by with the whip and needs to hit the front very late as well. So a tricky ride as they jump the next plain fence. It's Manx Magic who lands ahead of Black Optimist, then Billy the Snake. Haute Cersei into 4th place now. Lamere Tower into 5th in the headgear on the outside. Then Mr. Big Time on the inner of Timbera. Out wider, Silver Steel is getting closer, then Bowl Dixie, Family Business, and Rith Dubh up the inside. And JP's colours jumped that beautifully, Rith Dubh as well. Then Native Buck, and it's a long break to anything else. They run up the top of the hill then, and Billy the Snake has now taken over the running in the hands of Aidan Fitzgerald here from Timbera. Manx Magic under pressure now, and then out wide, moving well, is Silver Steel wide of Lamere Tower as they start down the hill towards 3 out. Just in behind the leader's Family Business, then Haute Cersei, Bowl Dixie, the grey on the outside, and Rith Dubh right up the inside as they run down towards the 3rd last fence. Coming into the wings of it, and it's Billy the Snake who slithers to the other side from Lamere Tower. Timbera, Rith Dubh is absolutely cantering, but looks can be deceiving. Doesn't always find much. He's on the right, but he's absolutely pulling double over the others. Then Silver Steel on the extreme left in the blue jacket. This is the 2nd last now in the National Hunt Chase. Timbera, Rith Dubh up the inside as they run round the final turn. Then out wide, Lamere Tower from Silver Steel, Bowl Dixie and Billy the Snake. They run for the final turn. Timbera is just ahead, but Rith Dubh and JT McNamara, he's doing his best to hold on to Rith Dubh, who doesn't find much under pressure. In 3rd place then is Silver Steel, followed by Lamere Tower behind these at the final fence, and it was Rith Dubh challenging on the Silver Steel. Well, Lamere Tower down at the last on the run home. JT McNamara has now got to shake up Rith Dubh. What will he find? Timbera is sticking on well on the near side. Rith Dubh is flattening out in the last few strides. His nose is just in front and he's going to get there. A wonderful ride from Timbera in 2nd. They're a long way clear then of Silver Steel and Bowl Dixie. Haute Cersei in 5th place, and then a long gap to Manx Magic and Family Business. Mr. Big Time, a bit of a disappointment. Happy Hussar, and not too many others. Looks like Clonard Prince has completed the course. A real triumph for Perseverance. That was tailed off all the way. Rith Dubh, the 10-to-1 winner of this National Hunt Novices Chase. Of course, the form of his Huntington win had been well boosted by Hussard Calange, who he beat at Huntington. Hussard Calange winning the Royal and Sun Alliance Novices Chase. But he's a notoriously difficult ride, this horse. He's been 2nd more time than he's times than he's won over the years, and JT McNamara would have been under strict orders not to go for him until as late as he dared. And then in the last 50 yards, when finally he had to get a bit urgent with Rith Dubh, the horse flattened out and only just clung on from Timbera. It was a dramatic race to watch, and I think full marks to the winning rider.
Silver Steel third. They've just called the third horse, which is Silver Steel, at 12 to 1. The winner is Rith Dubh, a 10 to 1 joint 6 favourite. Beats Timbera at 8 to 1. Silver Steel is third, returned at 12 to 1. They sent off the 6 to 1 favourite that missed a big time, with Holt Cersei, the 7 to 1 second best. And Rith Dubh gives JP McNamara his 14th win at the Cheltenham Festival. I don't think a great fortune of his was on the horse. It drifted in the betting out to 10 to 1, but JP strikes for John Joe O'Neill at 10 to 1.